Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. Yeah. Okay, so this is something that I want to mention that I kind of forgot about. There are these side stories. To get these side stories, you have to 100% complete the game. So what I'm going to do is when I get to this, I'm actually going to hook up my PlayStation. And we're going to... crossing fingers, go through all the side stories without absolutely any problem on my PlayStation, because I do not want to take the time to 100% complete this game. Instead, I just want to show you the cool little endings that you get, or we don't have to. Either way, I might make a whole separate video about it, or it'll be at the end of the final video. So I just wanted to point that out there before we start with today's video. Hell yeah, Doki, bitch. Okay. So, before we get into this day, I do want to have a very serious warning. This, I'm pretty sure it's today in the game, that you are going to encounter a lot of things, such as self-harm, death, blood, gore, all that. I would also like to point out that if you are, uncomfortable with this, please do not continue watching. I do not want to make anyone uncomfortable, go out of their safe zone, or watch this if they're uncomfortable with this. So please be warned. And, just proceed with caution, I guess. So let's move on. So, it's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check that what turned out into conversation. She's almost a different person on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She's also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Brax. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is a mess. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and the wall decoration that she had for years now. That's torn out. If you come over more often, I wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I'd end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Nah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Siri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Rex. Hmm? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sari. I grab Sari by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sari gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Rex. But you're wrong. Nothing's happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sari? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Rex? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and carrying weight to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sari kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Isn't there like a saying like people with like the biggest smiles are always like the most hurt or something like that, like, or I feel like that's true. I know it's not the right saying, but you know, did you really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sari? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would try a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. Sorry, I keep hiccuping. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Brax. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Duh. Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me, instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sari. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Brax, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that you could have done is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. And I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sari's face. I made you join the liquor trap because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sherry by the shoulders. Yep. God fucking damn, that's fucking weird. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sari, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then it's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sari isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sari's arms remained at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sari barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sari finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Brax. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sari lets go of me. As she does so, I'll let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow, yeah? It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sari wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sari shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Maybe it's not today that happens. I might have lied. It might not be this video. But, whatever. I say goodbye to Sari and exit her house. Either way, this still talks about a lot of depression and other stuff. If you do feel that, please do seek help. No matter what. Just, therapy. Maybe, just find your way to express, seek help in some way. This is so hard for me to really comprehend because I definitely feel the same way. And I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to the truth, I don't know. People are different. People are always different, which is why it's probably best that people go to therapy. Call, if you think about self-harm, please call it, helpline. It's always hard because people are always, it's different from person to person, which is why I think therapists have probably one of the most craziest jobs of all time, in my opinion. Probably not of all time, but they have a crazy job because there's so many people out there who, have problems, need help. And, it's hard because so many people are different. If you look at, people, if you got to know me, you would see a certain path. Now, let's say you also, Jacksepticeye's very much talked about it. Look at Jacksepticeye's. His path goes very different, but we both, have something, right? While, it's on a different path, we are encouraged to go to therapy, who's supposed to help both paths of people, which it's not just two paths. There's multiple paths, which is why I think therapists have do an amazing job if they're a good therapist, and which is also why they are trained in this field. So please do not be scared, like me, and be stupid, and just kind of blow it away. While I don't talk to therapists, I combat that with other people close to me. And so, please, don't be like me. Don't be stupid. Go seek help. I We'll do it eventually. Just future. I went way too deep into this than I really meant to. The moral of the story. This is a serious topic. So, let's continue with this. Ignore everything I just said. On my way home, I find myself feeling silly, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sari is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such a cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Rude. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all the way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than saying snarly like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, are you not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? What's your hospitality? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carry that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. Sorry. I'm double checking something. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. No, there isn't. What? It's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak out your mind like that. Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have the mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me. What the fuck? Oh my god, my brain hurts. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like that. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that that there are tons of guys who are into the body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. What's that supposed to... What? Huh? Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Brax. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Dirty bowls, flour spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements, and to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Rex, where do you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. To make each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. I don't know. To have fun. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Yes, it is. I would suck if I tried to do anything else on my own. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on the first day. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes in Suri and Monaco delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were just using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It's just it just takes a little bit longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Ugh. Mouth. Oh my god. I'm dying. I need water. I reckon I start to do the same. Hey. Actually, someone grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? You're forgetting who did all the work. I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. Push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling on me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? It's a big blob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. I have a bad feeling about this. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Okay. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Did you seriously just... Natsuki is too surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that, how did the mood turn into this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Awkward! I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning on the oven. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. Watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. That smells good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. She handed me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look really nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write on cake. Write stuff on cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed, writing different words for each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? Not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? I'll be right back. I've returned. No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Now giving me a chance to think about before Natsuki quickly moves on. Holy balls and ass, I can speak English. English. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really have to save my appetite. Sari is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sari each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Again, think back to the conversation I had with Sari earlier today. I felt so hopeless. Sari always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Well, you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you wanted to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, as she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Brax. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Staying inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. I felt it. For a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Ooh, shit. I can't forgot. Ooh, shit. This is gonna be fun. Alright, boys. We're about to get some drama. Okay. Hi, Brax. Sorry. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Brax. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Really? That's too bad. Well, yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Suri waves goodbye. Suri, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such a good friend. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Suri's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Brax? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. No, it wouldn't. I'm fucking itchy. Oh my god. This is like awful. We are trying to have this. I'm trying to be like serious about this, and then I am fucking itchy. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Brax. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? Sari? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Okay, 1. If she wasn't there, you wouldn't have joined the literature club. 2. Childhood. Boom! Demolished. Who knows what would have happened. 3. I don't know anything else, actually. But, you know, there are key points. Every single human being has a key point, has a key purpose in their lives. If it's like, I remember we were talking about multi-dimensionals, like another dimension, where if I didn't exist, there would be, you know, I could think of multiple timelines, multiple things that would have changed, or someone else would have came in and had to do that thing for me. And that's crazy to when you really think about it. Now, when I was younger and I was first learning about this, it didn't make that much sense to me. I was kind of like, yeah, that makes sense, but like, But now I really see it. I see all the actions I've made, all the things I've done, and if I wasn't here, those actions just wouldn't have happened. It is mind-boggling, and it's crazy to think about. Like, I am super into that kind of like multi-dimensional thinking stuff, and it's crazy to think about. But don't feel like this. Like I'm saying, you have a purpose. Caring about you like this isn't a burn on your mind. It's making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sarah looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared of that. That I might like you more than you like me. Siri, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I wanted to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Siri. I don't want to hurt you anymore. What did that say? I slide my hand down Siri's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Siri nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know that you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. I love you. I love you. I love you. No, I don't. But I do. But I don't. But I do. Oh, what's that one fucking anime? Oh my god, what's that one anime? Hang on. I gotta look something up. Hang on, chat. Hang on. It's like a... Oh my god. The 100 girlfriends who really like me or whatever. Dude, it's so funny. I recommend it because it's kind of it's funny. But this is like it. This is kind of like it. It's like the childhood friend they either get together or they don't get together because one of them likes them and one of them doesn't. It's just hilarious. I love it. And that's what this reminded me of. Sorry. Back to seriousness. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but I'm spending time with everyone at the club. But spending time with everyone at the club makes a new friend, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. Without you by my side, then how will we both be happy? I suddenly took a keycap off, and I didn't really mean to. Suddenly, Siri wraps her arms tight around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I'll Siri by my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Brex. I want to be with you forever. Me too. If you could shake grip around me, weaken a little bit. What is this? Siri. I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Brex. It's okay. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay? I trust you. Siri and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we are a couple, I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. He brags. Siri gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Siri means by that. Are you saying that does this make you feel sad, Siri? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me that you love me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Oh, shit. Are you absolutely fucking kidding me? Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Siri. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having much trouble understanding Siri. Even though I can't comfort her, I keep wondering if I should do something more or something different. I cannot believe that button fucking does the skip. I'm so pissed. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Siri meant by not wanting to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give her everything I've got. Siri's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Okay. We're gonna save. What time? What are we? Where are we at? Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it there. So, the thingy didn't happen, but serious stuff did happen this episode. So once again, sorry for getting touchy, but I think this is I agree. I do think this is a serious topic. I think this is something that a lot of people, and I think even including myself, you know, everyone struggles with this on a certain degree. Some of them are more serious. I'm probably on the low end. Probably. I don't know. Never got tested. Or, never actually done anything. But please, don't just sit back. Don't just think, you know, life's going to magically get better. You know, there are people out there. There are therapists. There's the helpline. There's tons of things to do to try and, you know, get help in any way that is possible. I wish I could just do more. I wish I could say more to really push or convince more that, you know, I don't know. I just can't find the words right now. And it kind of sucks. That's why I probably took all those breaks trying to really explain it while it came to my brain. Because now I'm just blanking. But this is serious. It is a serious thing, serious topic. So please be careful. Please take care. Your lives are always important. There are always, you know, small things that you do on a day-to-day life that change everything. You talk to your friend, boom, time change. That's another time stream. You know, your best friend broke up and needs comforted. You can either help the comfort, or you don't answer the call. You answer the call and don't help. You're like, well, you're stupid for dating them in the first place. There are so many paths that you go down every single day, every single second, that, you know, it just multiplies. It just splits into a billion different things. But you're on the one time stream, right? You're on the one time stream that you're on right now. Don't waste it. Don't be stupid. Make the decision where your part of the tree branch, the tree branch, continues to grow. Don't be stupid. With that said, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed this. Tell me your thoughts. And as always, see you real soon.